Hey there, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments. So here's the thing. I'm not going to talk to your ego. I'm just not going to do it, right? What I receive is that this healing journey, ascension journey, spiritual journey, however you want to call it, doesn't matter what are words, has been misconstrued and it has shape shifted. Well, been shape shifted. That's a lot of shush. Into something that is consistently feeding our egos in terms of all of these messages, these channeled messages, right? Now, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, or maybe I am, who knows, it doesn't matter. The point of this being is that we have to start stepping away from the things that are just aimed at feeding our ego and keeping it very basic. So here's a true story. I went to the store the other day, big surprise there, and it was a big box store, and I'm walking around with my drink, with my coffee, right? And there's a hint for you. And I start kind of like waking up in the middle of the store. And I'm seeing other people walking around aimlessly with their coffees. And I was like, wow, zombie land, right? And it's things like that. And in that moment, it wasn't about the other people being zombies. It was about me. It was about me becoming self-aware in that moment of the fact that I was just cruising, looking for things that I clearly did not need, nor did I walk in there wanting, right? I had become a cog in this machine that basically served to keep the machine running, as opposed to keeping myself fulfilled or abundant or happy or any of these things. It was, instead of filling me, it was withdrawing consistently and then causing me to chase after them in order to have this full fulfillment. That came from spirit. But the thing of it is that we have to get away from the things that feel like warm and fuzzy, because that is temporary. Honestly, it offers us this temporary fulfillment that then turns us into junkies of this finite hope and just satisfaction and satiation that then makes us keep going and going and going. And then in itself, it creates a hell loop that we will then exist in. So instead of working on looking for things that feed our ego, whether it be the materialistic things or whether it be the messages on portals such as this that make us feel so good and elated, which I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with feeling that way, that joy, but we have to make sure that it is coming from an organic place, as opposed to these manufactured just notions that are consistently being put out there and just regurgitated in order for us to feel something that we've been chasing since childhood, and it isn't even based in truth. So what am I saying? Heal. We have to continue to heal ourselves. We have to continue to identify these moments in which we find ourselves slinking back into our slumber, because it is so easy, right? It is easy. Allowing ourselves to manipulate the self in order to feel that warm and fuzzy, as opposed to having to face that accountability in order to, as opposed to working on the things that will get us to a place in space of actually being the ancestors of tomorrow that will change the world. I'm not going to keep going on, because Lord knows I could, because I feel like there's so many different downloads, and that's why so many of my messages are just all over the place. But I'm hoping that you're picking up what I'm putting down, because what Spirit is saying is that we need to stop feeding our egos. We need to stop giving the accolades, to the people, places, and things that simply turn us into junkies of false fulfillment. And start working on the tangible healing that will make a difference for today and the infinite tomorrows. And those are tomorrows that we may never even see, but it will make a difference. Stop beating your ego. Start looking towards accountability. And if you're already doing it, then just keep going. And that's it.